I'm in Chicago, mostly for curiosity since I've never been here. While I'm here, I thought it would be interesting to visit Chicago Chinatown and compare the food to the Chinese food we have at home in Hawaii. The Chinese landed in Chicago after helping build the Transcontinental Railroad back in the 1800s, although they were also Cantonese, whereas the Chinese in Hawaii originally came from Zhongshan. The Cantonese on the mainland mostly came from Taishan, so they have a different accent and a different flavor to their food. I'm beginning my examinations at their oldest bakery, Chiu Quon. Wildly popular, their selection seems similar to Yun back home. Hey, look! There's another Hawaii boy who came to Chicago, former President Barry Obama. Let's start with the most classic thing, Char Bao, or what we call in Hawaii, a Manapua. The shape of their bao is certainly interesting, but the four peaks honestly seem to throw off the bread-to-meat ratio a lot. The texture, color, and flavor of their char siu is different than the finely shredded red char siu in a classic Manapua. How about their baked char siu bao? Here the bread-to-meat ratio is a bit better. The char siu sauce on the meat is very thick, almost like a paste, and again, a different flavor profile than what we have at home. But I like it. But I honestly like Island Manapuas more. Their Dou Sa Bao, or red bean bun, is similar to the black sugar baos we have at home. But the filling is a bit less sweet than ours, a little denser, and has a more pronounced azuki bean flavor, almost like a Japanese anpan. Their Haam is pretty good. The fried mochi on the outside has that nice crispy chewy texture. Again, the filling is a little different than ours, but I still like it. Now here's something we don't see often enough at home. Zhongshan bao, where the dried pork is so finely shredded, in English it's called pork floss. My favorite place at home for Zhongshan bao, JJ Squared, recently closed, so it's a treat that I'm really enjoying. It's so interesting to taste this, familiar yet different. Did I mention it's cold? It's cold here! The cold air from Canada comes down and hits the Great Lakes, and boom, instant snowstorm. It's called lake effect snow, and it's absolutely beautiful, except that famous Chicago wind pierces you right through your clothes and chills you to the bone. Not something that a Hawaii boy like me is at all used to. Did I mention it's cold? It really is. So I hopped on Reddit to see where the locals recommend for some nice soup to warm me up. They pointed me to Hing Kee in Chinatown Square. First up isn't even a Cantonese dish, but a Shanghainese one, Xiu Long Bao or soup dumplings. The tricky part is to pick them up without breaking them, and dang it. Well, at least you can see the juicy meat inside. Since they aren't Cantonese, they're not really something I grew up eating, but they've become really popular, and I can see why. Having that warm soup gush into your mouth when you bite the dumpling is so much fun. Now something I really am intimately familiar with, Wantan Ngao Lam Min. The Chinese from Chicago are all from Taishan, so even though they're speaking Cantonese, they have an accent that's a little difficult for me to understand. And sometimes they aren't even speaking Cantonese, or even Mandarin, but their own dialect, Toisanwa. The accent extends beyond the Cantonese language, but in the food as well. They're pronounced wantan as in 1 ton of bricks, not wonton like wonton destruction. Wan means a cloud, and tan means to swallow, so wontons should be light and dreamy, like swallowing a cloud. And these aren't half bad. Their ngao lam, or beef brisket, on the other hand, is a little tough compared to the melt-in-your-mouth beef brisket back home at Mini Garden, and not quite as flavorful. But it's still good. The same goes for their beef tendon, which is chewier than the jelly-like texture at home. But you know what? This soup is exactly what I needed to fortify me in all this snow. It's warm, comforting, and hits the spot. Can I really get real Chinese food here, or is it all Americanized? I asked my cousin where to go, and she suggested Triple Crown as one of the most popular places in town. Let's see what they've got. First up is their poo-poo platter. Honestly, it looks very fried. What the heck is an egg roll anyway? Chinese spring rolls, or chun are light and crispy. This thing is thick and crunchy, and I can't really identify what's inside. I'm guessing this dumpling is supposed to be like a gaoqi, but the wrapper is much thicker, almost like a Korean fried mandu. At least there's something inside, and it tastes pretty good. At first, I thought this was supposed to be like a fried wonton, but it's crab rangoon. Is that cream cheese in there? Do I really need to tell you that cream cheese is not really Chinese? It's Jewish. The best thing on this plate was the shrimp toast. It's delicious. But this plate has me a little concerned about the authenticity of this Chinese food. Their house special chow mein looks like the kind of chow mein you get on the mainland. Thicker, round noodles, almost like spaghetti. Our noodles are usually much thinner, square cut, and denser. More al dente. The difference in textures makes a whole world of difference. Here's something that's definitely Chinese. Dao miu, or pea shoots, is one of my favorite Chinese vegetables, and you can't even find it back home. It's got beautiful crunchy stems and tender leaves. I don't know why it's so hard to find at home. Alright, now we're talking. We always make salt and pepper pork at home, 椒鹽排骨, but Triple Crown has salt and pepper soft-shell crab. Now that's adopting a true Chinese technique to a local ingredient, and I absolutely love it. But in the end, I finally found a real Chinese dish, mui choi kaoyok, braised pork belly with pickled vegetables. One of my absolute favorite dishes that Popo would only make at Chinese New Year because of how much work it is. The flavor is a little different than hers, but it's absolutely delicious. You really can find good Chinese food in Chicago. Until next time, Joy Kim and a hui ho.